everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new vlog. This is going to be kind of set over the next few days. I have a long weekend this weekend, so it's currently Friday and I have the day off work because I'm spending it with my mum for her birthday, which I'm very excited about. She should be here in just a few minutes, to be honest, maybe like 10 minutes. I got a new lock screen on my phone. I don't know how well you can see, but it's a really cute picture of me, James and Ronnie in our little family, and it just makes me so happy. Anyway, so before she gets here, I thought I would just say good morning, introduce the vlog. Where this is gonna go, I don't know. It's just gonna be hopefully a nice chilled, cozy vlog. I've chosen to sit here on purpose as well because behind my dressing table, which is where I'm sat, I have a radiator and it is so cold at the moment. I can't even explain. It is freezing. I feel like we didn't really have a very cold, like early winter. So now that we're into like the below 5-degree temperatures, it is freezing. I've also had a fresh set of nails done. Now you may be thinking they're still looking a little bit golden sparkly for this time of year and you're very much a muted neutrals girl. That's very true. But the reason for it is because next weekend, which will actually be the current time when you're watching this, so as you're watching, I am already there, I am going to Palma in Mallorca for a work trip. Now it's not kind of content creation work, it is my normal day-to-day job work. Every year in January, we have like an international meeting where the whole team from across the entire world come together and we celebrate the year, we welcome the new year, we have like a nice dinner, we have some training. So I will be there whilst you're watching this. So we have like a big black tie dinner that we go to, and I bought a new dress which I'll show you in just a minute. Actually, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I really do. It's not really a style that I've ever worn before, but I'm really happy with it. And I thought that some nice fresh gold nails would go quite nicely. So I got these done the other day as well. This is the H&M dress that I mentioned that I've got for when we go to the dinner. It is sequiny, like it is literally covered in sequins. I love it. So I'll put up a picture because I think I did take a picture of it on, and it's not too short either. Like I can lift my arms in it and I'm clear, which is good. And then it's basically, if you can see, it's got a really lovely low back on it as well. I think it was about £37, so I'll link it below. You can see, like if I move the camera, you can kind of see how much it like sparkles and shimmers. So it's gonna look gorgeous. I'm really happy with it. One thing I did want to show you at the start of this vlog, I did purchase an actual diary. Now I know that a couple of weeks ago we kind of welcomed the year, we had a bit of a reset day for January, and I kind of said to you guys like I wasn't really in the right headspace at that point to begin planning my year and setting expectations of myself or setting intentions. I just wanted to kind of let it come to me when it was ready to come to me, and to have a clear mind and make up my mind about what I wanted to get out this year at that point. So I'm still working on kind of the whole vision board thing, but in the meantime I decided that I'm going to get myself a physical diary, mainly because my year of 2023, not just on YouTube but on Instagram and just in general with like the content creation side of things that I do, at certain points of the year it got really busy, and there were a couple of points where actually I felt really unorganized with it. I felt really overwhelmed. I had no way of like managing things, and I tried to use the calendar on my phone, but it just wasn't quite doing it for me. It wasn't like clear enough in my face to remind me of things that I needed to get done. I needed to sort of have a visual map, if you like, of things that were coming up, dates that I didn't want to miss, timelines, deadlines that I had, certain points that I wanted to plan things or film things based on events in the year. So Halloween, Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, etc. So I've decided to try this year an actual physical diary, and it had to be an aesthetically pleasing one. It had to be one that I kind of felt good using. So I hope I'm pronouncing the company right, but it's from a brand called Papier. It's basically the word paper, but with an I-E-R. I'll link this exact one that I bought down below. I did get it for, it was either a sale price or there was a discount code, and they do have quite a few discount codes I've seen. So I think I got it for about £22, which I didn't think was too bad. I thought I would just show you. I've done a little bit in it so far because it did arrive a few days ago, but I thought I'd just show you what's inside, because I don't know, if you're not interested in diaries and stationery and all that satisfying stuff, then feel free to skip this part, but I'm really into this and I find it great. So you get a full year overview. You then have a full month view that you get as well. So this is basically a square for every day of the month, but it's kind of like an overview. So I've put all of my upload Sundays in January on here. I've put my mum's birthday, which was yesterday, when I'm going away, so this is when I'm in Palma. Obviously there's not a huge amount on here at the moment, but as we go through the year and as I start kind of planning out my months in advance, I will be able to kind of organise it a bit better. So again, in February, I've got all of my Sundays. I've got my dad's birthday, I've got Pancake Day, Valentine's Day, which I've circled. So it's just a nice year overview, I think. Once you get past the month overview, you then get, I think this is my favourite section, you basically get a beginning overview of that specific month based on what you want to achieve, what you need to get done. So if I show you January, this is what I have filled out so far. So you have a section for monthly goals, which honestly, I don't know if I'm going to put something down there this month. Not because I don't have any goals at all this month, but I know personally that I can find January a bit overwhelming and I can feel a bit down during January. So I also don't want to set myself goals that I know in my head are unachievable and then are going to make me feel even more deflated and make me feel guilty for not doing it. So maybe I should put my goal for January as go easy on myself. I think that would be a good thing. Then moving on, you have like your day-to-day diary section as well. So this is basically a daily view, and what I really like as well is you get a little notes section at the bottom. So again, if you've got any like to-do things that you need to get done or little prompts for you over the week, then you can do that as well. But yeah, I thought I would show you that. It's going well so far. My battery just died. I'm still getting used to that. Thank goodness I have 2 batteries because this keeps happening to me. But anyway, yeah, I thought I would show you this. That pretty much sums it up. I will link the one that I got down below, but I just thought if anyone's feeling a bit like me and they kind of just fancy having a physical diary this year to just see how it goes, then why not? James wasn't convinced I was going to continue to use it, so we actually made a bit of an agreement. Sorry, I feel like I look really blue, but we actually made a bit of an agreement that if at the end of the year I am still using my diary, he will buy me next year's diary for 2025. So I now have even more like motivation to use it, because then I can choose a really lovely diary next year. I'm gonna head downstairs and get myself ready to head out. When mum gets here, we're pretty much gonna head straight out and we're gonna go to the Waitrose farm, which if you haven't heard of it, it is in Hampshire. It's not too far from our house. It's just absolutely lovely. It's like the most beautiful cafe slash farm shop slash garden centre, all combined into one, selling Waitrose food, John Lewis homeware. It's absolutely lovely. I will wait for mum to get here any second and then we will head out. Back home, in case you couldn't tell, I've literally put a cardigan and a scarf on top of the top that I had on this morning because I just can't seem to warm up. I've actually got a hot water bottle. Sorry, the sofa is a complete mess, but I've got a hot water bottle on my lap and also a very warm and cozy cup of tea that James made me, which I was super grateful for. This is my little Disneyland mug that Fiona got me from when she went to Disneyland. Oh my gosh, there is nothing like a warm cup of tea when you're feeling a bit chilly. It makes all the difference. We had a lovely time. We had an absolutely delicious breakfast. Like, I could not fault it at all. I was so full afterwards, and we had a really yummy hot chocolate as well. So that was lovely. We had a little walk around, which you would have probably seen. And then we came home and had 2 cups of tea. We had a good old natter. We watched a bit of TV, watched a bit of YouTube, and she's just headed off now. I did manage to go into Brewers as well and get the paint colour matched for our bedroom upstairs. So whilst I'm away next weekend, James is going to get the bedroom painted. So it will be a lovely surprise for me when I get home. Fingers crossed, I love it. But we went for the elephant's breath colour. I just thought that the slightly darker colour would be better, and I feel like the entire room can take it. Well, I know that it can take the darker colour because it's got a darker colour now, and I just think with the wall opposite the bed, with all of the white furniture, it needed that warmth and it needed that kind of darker shade. So yeah, they've colour matched it. So that is a task ticked off the list that I can tick off in my diary as well. I've tried to temporarily find a little place for my HomeSense stool as well. So I've actually popped it into this corner of the living room just until I find a permanent place. But I think it makes a cute little kind of reading corner, cup of tea corner. I also haven't quite found a place for the artwork that I got as well. I was thinking about putting it up here, but I think it's going to be too small, and I think it will just clash a little bit once we get this mirror up on the wall. The reason we haven't got this up yet is because it needs 3 people, to be honest. I need to direct in terms of up, down, left, right, and James is not going to be able to hold that by himself because it is really heavy. This is so boring, but we also ordered a dehumidifier for the house as well. I apologise that I am spending this vlog talking to you about dehumidifiers, but this one is fab. I think James got it from Amazon, so I'll try and link this if I can find it, but it's really, really good. And it's actually made quite a difference with drying our clothes. Like, it's made a difference anyhow. Like, the amount of water that has come out of it has actually been quite surprising. But for drying clothes in winter, I can't believe we didn't have one before. Like, it has basically dried all of our clothes like the same day that we've washed it. If we've got up in the morning, we've done a full load of washing in the washing machine and then hung it up in the bedroom and put this kind of just round the corner, the clothes have been dry by the end of the day, which is just like the clothes drying dream in winter. Again, I can't believe I'm talking to you about clothes drying on my YouTube, but it's an everyday problem, and anyone who owns a home will know the struggle of having to dry your clothes and especially your bed sheets as well in winter. Got loads of settings on here. I don't know why it's down here, to be honest. It should be back upstairs, but you get a normal mode, you get a raining mode. I don't know what raining mode means, but we'll go with it. Drying mode, which is what I put on when I was drying the clothes, and then you also get sleep mode, which I think just makes it really, really quiet. And then you can basically set the timer if you want to do it for 1 hour, 2 hours. Defrost. I don't know what defrost means, but again, I'm still learning, but it's nice and aesthetic as well, as aesthetic as a dehumidifier could be. So yeah, we're really happy with it. It's bloody heavy, I will say. So it does have wheels to actually move it along the floor, which is super helpful for me, but getting up the stairs, it is quite heavy. So I'm gonna leave James to do that part. Appreciation part of the video for James. He has got me the yummiest dinner. You know when you're just in the mood for something and there's like, you just get fixated in your head and there's literally nothing else that you want. I told him that I really, really wasn't in the mood for anything like really meaty, and he came home and told me that he'd got like, I can't even remember what it was, like ribs or something, and I tried to act really grateful, but I was so gutted in my head. And then it turns out he was joking, and he has got me exactly what I wanted. I absolutely love the pollo pesto pasta. That's a bit of a tongue twister, from Pizza Express. It is so yummy. Then he's also got some dough balls with pesto dip, delish, and then also a garlic and mozzarella flatbread. I mean, this is just boyfriend goals right here. I know it's not like the fanciest dinner in the entire world, but this has just made me so happy, because I sat there and I was like, I'm really, really craving the pollo pasta from Pizza Express. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get this in the oven. Our dinner was absolutely delicious. We have literally just finished catching up on The Traitors, which we're watching at the moment. I think there's about 6 episodes out at the moment, 5 or 6. I'm gonna get myself ready for bed, I think. I'm gonna sort my hair out. I think it's gonna be hair wash day in the morning, because this hair needs a bit of a wash. And then tomorrow will be a new day. We've got some family and a family friend coming around tomorrow, which will be really nice. And they've actually not seen our house either, so that will be really nice to kind of give them a bit of a house tour. And then we are going out for dinner with my brother and his partner for my mum's birthday, which will be lovely. We've chosen like a really nice country pub, which is kind of in between both our houses. But yeah, over and out, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning. It is now Saturday. I've just finished getting ready for the day. I have misplaced my lip balm and it is driving me insane. I feel like I need to have one in every single handbag and in every single room of the house, because I put it down somewhere and I can't remember where it went. We'll find it eventually. I have just finished getting ready, so I've literally just thrown some comfy jeans on, a comfy jumper on, and I've actually done my hair. It felt so good to wash my hair this morning. I don't know why, it just, yeah, I just felt like I needed a big refresh, and I needed to just feel like really clean and have really nice feeling hair. So yeah, and I've given it a quick style with the straighteners as well, because obviously we're going out for dinner tonight, so I figured that it would look quite nice with just a little bit of styling to it. I feel like I'm really starting to get that blow dried look now. I'm getting there. This is like the best attempt that I've had yet. I don't have an awful lot of time this morning, because we are going to have people coming round in probably the next 17 minutes, so I need to give the house a good old tidy. I don't know if you can see behind me, but the bathroom is needing a bit of a clean, and I've got towels everywhere from where I had a shower. The upstairs bedroom is like, the bed is not made at all as well, and I know that they're going to want to come and have like a good look around the house. I think I'm going to put you on a bit of a time lapse, and I'm going to give the house a blitz. I'm going to give myself 17 minutes, well, probably 15 minutes by the time I've stopped waffling, but 15 minutes to give the house a quick blitz, have it looking fresh and tidy, and yeah, we'll catch up afterwards.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through, no limit to what we can do. know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more.
And we are done. I feel really tired now. I did that really quickly. You would have seen it even quicker because it was in probably like ×5 or ×6 speed, but yeah, I'm a bit out of breath now. I think they should be here any minute. A few hours have passed. The comfies are now on. This is what I have been wearing for the last few hours. I have got quite a lot of content done. So I filmed a few reels. I've done a bit of editing. James has actually been out for a few hours as well. He popped out after his family left because he has gone to go and watch the football with his dad, and I'm kind of getting a bit fidgety. I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes when I'm kind of in like a really quiet house by myself and I don't have like an awful lot to do and I haven't planned something specific to get done, or I've already got everything done that I plan to get done, I just find myself getting like my brain starts ticking and I get really fidgety. I get like really irritated because I've got so much energy in my brain, but then I like don't know what to do with it. And sometimes, as much as I love my own company, sometimes when I get myself into that sort of like rut or that kind of like funk, I end up just starting to feel really anxious. It's something that I've had literally for as long as I can remember, and sometimes when I have a really productive day and I've planned everything out, I've got a to-do list, like I know what I need to get done and it passes time, I'm absolutely fine. But other times when I get everything done or I have a bit of a lazy couple of hours and I lounge around, I just start to feel it like creeping in the back of my head, and it is my signal that I just need to get outside and do something, whether it's go for a walk, whether it's go to a shop, like go to a garden centre, go and see someone, anything. I think I might pop some jeans on because I'm obviously not going to go out looking like this. I wish I could, because these are literally, this is part of the Marks and Spencer's set that I've got and they are just so flipping comfy, but I don't think I can go out wearing this. I've got just under 2 hours till the garden centre shuts, and I think I'm just going to take a trip to the garden centre. There's one not too far away that I haven't been to for a little while, like way before Christmas time, and I think I'm just going to have a bit of a wander around. I'm just going to see what's there. I'm probably not even going to buy anything, but I think it will just be a good way for me to get out of the house and clear my mind and just be around like people and things and distractions for a little bit, and then by the time I get back I'll be ready to sit down. Sorry, this strap is really annoying me. Yeah, then I'll get home and it will kind of feel like time to sit down and have a cup of tea and spend a bit of time by myself again, and I think I'll feel fine. We are here, and amazing news. I found my lip balm. Turns out I was really sensible. Sorry, I'm going to use my phone as a mirror, and I kept it in my handbag. So I don't know why I didn't think to look there. Now I have no idea what time they shut in here, but there seems to still be quite a few cars, so I'm really hoping I have a little bit of time to have a browse. This is literally one of my favourite garden centres ever. So I'm going to get out of my freezing cold car, grab one of these for the journey actually. We are back. I've just gotten myself changed into something for dinner. I didn't want to go kind of too smart, but also I didn't really think it was the perfect setting for the light blue jeans. So I've just thrown on one of my favourite knitted dresses, which is so soft and most importantly very stretchy for when I eat a very big meal. And then I've just popped some brown tights on, which may or may not look a little bit weird in the camera, but I assure you they look very normal in person, and I just don't think black tights would be quite right for this dress. So yeah, I'm going to keep this on until James gets home and we go out for dinner. I did consider a belt because it kind of does help to like cinch it in and almost make it look like a top and a skirt, but I think I'm just going to keep it loose, to be honest, and then pop maybe some black boots on or something on my feet and a black bag. The garden centre was definitely a success. I wasn't expecting to buy anything, to be honest, but I did pick up, I will show you in the morning because I've actually left it outside the front door. I thought it would be really nice to get some snowdrops this year because obviously they start to come out midwinter, which is literally right now. You can see the little sprouts starting to come out, and I think when the snowdrops come out it just kind of signals to me that like spring is coming, and it just makes me really excited. So I got a couple of pots of snowdrops which I'm actually going to put into a patio pot, and the garden centre had an amazing sale. They had half price off of loads of their pots, and I spotted some absolutely stunning William Morris pots. They had like a sage green colour and kind of like an off-white kind of colour, and I literally couldn't decide. I was stood there for ages. I must have looked like such a muppet, kind of like picking up all these pots and putting them down again. But eventually I went for the lighter colour. I'll maybe get that planted up tomorrow into the pot. I have no idea if I've even got any compost, any soil, anything. So I may have to pinch some out the flower bed. But yeah, once it's a bit lighter, because I don't know if you can see, but it is getting rather dark outside. So I will show you those in the morning, I think. Oh, thanks. Morning. I feel like you're a little bit low down and the top of my head is being cut off. You're currently balanced on a teeth whitening kit, a jewellery case and a tin, which I don't even think contains anything. But anyway, I have just gotten ready very, very quickly. I haven't really done anything to my hair other than put it up into a little clip, because I can't really be bothered today, to be honest. I have very much gone for like a no makeup look. James and I are literally just about to go out for a walk. I've just had a look and it's about 2 degrees, so I'm definitely going to be wrapping up warm. I have only got a t-shirt on just because I just fancied wearing something like really comfy today. But I might just keep this cardigan on and then put my coat over the top, and that should be fine. Then I've got like some gloves and a scarf, and that should be fine, because once we get walking I always get really hot anyway and I always regret wearing so many layers, so it will be fine. And then at about 1 o'clock I am meeting Fiona for a coffee, or in my case probably a chai latte or a tea, and we're going to meet at a retail park which is kind of near her way, so I think we'll have a bit of a mooch around. I want to have a look in, there's a few shops that I don't have around here that I do really miss being able to look in, so I want to have a look in Hobbycraft because I've seen a couple of like spring wreaths that they have, and I definitely want to have a look in there. And then I also want to have a look in Home Bargains because again I don't really have one that close to me, and most of the time I don't find anything, but then when I do find something it's always like amazing and such a good price. So I'm definitely going to have a look in there. Might not get anything, I might get a few things, who knows. There's also a TK Maxx, so you just never really know how that's going to go. But I did get, such a mess in here, I did get one of these gift cards for Christmas, which does apparently cover TK Maxx because I had a look online, and there's £50 on here. So I'm going to bring this with me because you just never know what you might find. I think I have a Marks and Spencer's gift card as well from Christmas, but I haven't really decided what I'm going to use that for yet. I'm going to finish getting ready very quickly. I'm going to go and grab my coat, go and grab some cosy socks because they're definitely going to be needed today, and we will head out for a nice, relaxing, crisp Sunday walk. We are back. I didn't really film anything, to be honest. We didn't really go on a super like scenic walk. We just walked around a field, walked up and down some roads. I was very thankful to myself for making this. I haven't completely finished it, but it is the nicest feeling ever when you like drink a warm drink and you can just feel it like going down. It's just, oh, it's so cozy. So I remembered as I walked back into the house that I was going to show you the pot. It is literally stunning. Look how nice that is. I am just in love with it. And it says William Morris Ceramics along the bottom, but it was 50% off. So it was $29.99 and I got it for $15 basically. And then I got a couple of pots of these snowdrops, which also you can see they're starting to sprout as well. So I need to try and get those potted up today. Annoyingly, I don't have any soil, so I may stop at the garden centre on my travels before I go and see Fiona. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, that's something I need to get done. I will pop this back outside, I think. I also got, which I need to pot up, James's mum's friend super kindly bought us this little mini rose bush when she came over yesterday. How beautiful are those roses? So I will get those potted up as well. Maybe I'll have a little bit of a gardening session. The other thing that I wanted to show you, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I did a Temu shop. Well, James did, and then I kind of added some bits onto it. And I actually picked up, yeah, they are in here. I actually picked up for my olive tree a couple of bags of this dried moss. So what I need to do is find something to actually put the tree on, because I need to kind of get the tree up to about here before I put the moss on. I want to get maybe some like newspapers or packaging or something to pack it out round the outside, obviously, so that I can put the moss on top. But I need to find whether it's like an old paint pot or a plant pot or just something strong enough to hold the weight of the tree, because it is a very heavy tree, so that I can then put the moss on top. So that's another thing that I need to get done. A few little planty things. Guys, I have to show you something. Can you see? We have life. We have life. We actually have life. Now, I can't remember what this is, if I'm totally honest. It could be anything. It could be an allium. It could be, gosh, I can't even remember what the other bulbs were that I put in here. I can't see any others at the moment. I definitely put some round here, but there's definitely no shoots coming up from there at the moment. Really excitingly as well, I don't know if you can see down in here, you've got some new growth on the hydrangeas as well, which is super exciting. Look at all these buds. So I think it's around March time you're supposed to snip these back basically down to where the new buds are. Same for this one as well. There's not a huge amount, but there is some green. There is some green, which makes me happy. But yeah, I can't see, I need to do a little bit of weeding. I can't see any other shoots on this side. Garden stuff is done. The snowdrops have been potted. I didn't manage to get my rose bush potted because I realised I've actually run out of pots. So again, as and when I go to a garden centre or I'm somewhere that has plant pots, I need to try and find one. I'll maybe see if they've got some in the shops when I go, because I'm literally going to be leaving in 4 minutes time, so I better get a move on. Hopefully I find some good things. I'm going to head out and meet Fiona. I think, to be honest, if I find some good things in the shops, then I'll maybe do that in a separate video or in next week's video, because I have a feeling by the time I've finished filming this one, it is going to be quite long. Like, I have packed basically 3 days worth into this week's video. It's probably going to be a long one, and hopefully you're still with us by this point. But yeah, I'll probably finish the video up once I get home, and yeah, see if maybe I can do a bit of a haul next week. If I don't find anything, then A, that will be a bit rubbish, and B, I'll have to come up with something else to chat to you about. Hello, what you got? Have you got a special new toy? Have you got a special new toy, have you? Not interested, Mum. Not interested. I am home. I am looking a little bit worse for wear compared to when I left the house, and the light above my head is not doing me any justice whatsoever. I did get a few things. I'm going to push up this door actually, because I can hear James playing the football on his phone downstairs. Anywho, I did pick up a few things. I didn't go absolutely crazy, to be honest. We went into B&M and it was absolutely rubbish. And then I did go into Home Bargains, and they did have some Easter bits out, to be fair, which were quite cute, but there just wasn't anything that really like stood out to me. I did get some bits in TK Maxx though actually, and I got some bits in Hobbycraft. So I think I'll probably show you that in the next video, which will be next week, just to kind of break everything up a little bit. So yeah, we are home. I picked the pooch up. We are going to have a nice chilled cozy evening, to be honest. James has just started making a roast dinner, which I'm very excited for. I feel like a Sunday roast is just such a nice way to start the week, because it's such a wholesome meal. Like, I feel like I've got some really good fuel in me ready to start a week, and it's going to be a long week. Like, I have to catch a plane halfway through the week. I thought I would wrap up the vlog here. Thank you so much for spending the weekend with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it hasn't been too mishmashy, too bitty, too boring. I never really say this, but because I always forget, to be honest. But I appreciate all of you that watch on a weekly basis. However, if you are new here, if this is maybe the first video of mine that you've watched, or you've been watching a few and you've been silently enjoying in the background, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because it means that you will never miss a future video, and I always have plenty of exciting content to come. And if you have enjoyed the video, then of course don't forget to like as well, because every like is just a little hug. Every like puts a smile on my face, and it signals to me that you're enjoying the content. So yeah, it's much appreciated. Anywho, I am going to finish it up here, head downstairs, probably put my pyjamas on as well, get cozy, enjoy a roast dinner, and prepare for the week ahead. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.